What's up, brother? I want to make a few comments on some of the things that you mentioned in your video. One being that the majority of black people did not come over here on slave ships. Now I know the Moors teach that the transatlantic or the African slave trade was basically a hoax, that we didn't come over here on slave ships, that we were already here. And then you went on to teach some stuff about Noble Drew Ali getting a mandate from Havana, Cuba, and in 1928, they said that America must give this land back to the black people here in America because it really belonged to us. And I even heard that that's why, when that mandate was issued, that's why the 1929 stock market crashed. That was the
Friend
crash of
departed.
1929 because I guess people pulled all of their money out of the real estate, fearing that the land America was going to be given back to blacks. Um, a lot of Moors look at Noble Drew Ali as a prophet. Now, I want you to answer. I'm just playing devil's advocates here. There are people who say that Noble Drew Ali was basically a con artist or a puppet or a tool to steer black people away from the truth. Noble Drew Ali, they say, got his teachings from this the mother of New Age. I don't know her name, Alice or something. She's it's a new the New Age movement that we have here today. A lot of people would say that these philosophy or these teachings that the Moorish science subscribe to are basically this new age teaching or this Eastern mysticism teaching that comes from the ancient Egyptian mystery system or the old Babylonian system that the Bible speaks about. You know, a lot of the Moors get into all of this metaphysical science and special geometry and masonry and all kinds of secret symbols and stuff like that. Now, my question is, how do we know that all of this Moorish science teaching, all of this ancient Egyptian mystery system teaching is not the forbidden knowledge that the Bible speaks about? I know the Moors, most Moors are, I guess their base religion is Islam. But excuse me, there's so many theories floating around here. People got a theory for everything. The Hebrew Israelites will argue with you and tell you that they're not Moors, but they're Israelites. The Egyptologists or African nationalists will tell you they're not Moors, they're not Hebrew Israelites, they're Africans or Egyptians or whatever. You know, you say that we all didn't come over here on slave ships. Can you walk down New York City, the streets of New York City, the streets of Chicago, or the streets of Detroit, and pick and look at a black person and say, your ancestors came over on a slave ship, but your ancestors did not? So we as black people, we don't know who we are. We don't know. You don't know if you're a Moor. I mean, you call yourself a Moor because you're following some teachings of Noble Drew Ali. You don't know whether you're a Moor. Just like the Hebrew Israelites, they don't know whether they what tribe they come from. They claim they could tell who came from the tribe of Judah. You can't say that every black man, just because he's in America, so those curses in Deuteronomy 28 um, applies to every black man in America just because he happens to be in America. You can't say that just because he happens to be in America, he's from the tribe of Judah. You can't say a Puerto Rican walking down 125th Street is from the tribe of What's the Puerto Rican church? Ephraim, or some Cuban in Florida is from the tribe of Mesa, Manish, or whatever tribe, or a North American Indian in Wyoming is from the tribe of Gad. You can't say you can't say that. I'm not saying you say that, but this is the ridiculousness of some of this pseudosciences that's being taught by Hebrew Israelites. And on the part of the Moors, the pseudoscience being taught that the African slave trade was a hoax, or that you're a Moor, or that we can get this country back because of some mandate that Noble Drew Ali had. If that was the case, how come we ain't got the land back? You know, or you teach all of these. You don't have to have a driver's license or you're sovereign. You go up in court and talk that stuff, they're gonna shut you right down in court. You know, I don't care how much you know the law. There's a guy on here that says those who make the law, the trick is not who makes the law, because the people who make the law, they're the ones that enforce the law. So the key is not who makes the law, but who enforces the law. The same people that make the law, they're the same ones that enforces the law. They can make and break them at will. So that's basically what I want to say. I want you to, you know, or anybody else can respond on what I just said. But me personally, what I think, that there's so much pseudo knowledge going on YouTube, not only from Moors, there's from the Hebrew Israelites, there's some from Egyptologists, you know, talking about black people built the pyramids. You don't know who built them damn pyramids. All of the evidence that you can show to support that black people built the pyramids, there's evidence out there that'll support that the black people didn't build the pyramids. There's evidence to support that black people or that aliens built the pyramids. You know, you got so much crap out there, from UFOs saying aliens built them, from Africans or Egyptologists saying Africans built them, that the ancient Egyptians were blacks. Then you got Moors who say that you got some Moors arguing that the ancient Egyptians weren't black, that they were Arabs. Everybody has an argument and everybody has their proof. And I'm beginning to think that science, even science is wrong. No matter, it's only as good, science is only as good from your perspective and from your standpoint. I can make any argument and back it up with science. I could basically make any argument for black people building the pyramids or against black people building the pyramids. I can make an argument for the Constitution, or that for the slave trade, or against this if the slave trade really happened. You know, because it's all bullshit.